What's one thing other than cash flow that investors usually want? They want the top rents possible. After watching this video, you're going to learn how you can get top rents in your rental properties today. And it's all going to begin right after this. Hi everyone, Jock Savaris, investor and realtor with eXp Realty Brokerage. So great if you can help us out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to get updates on our newly uploaded content. And if you're looking to invest in U.S. real estate under $100,000, great price point for cash flow, equity, and everything else you'd want in real estate, click the link below. Let's book an appointment. Let's partner together. Without further ado, let's begin. Number one, separate washer and dryer units. This may seem small, but having a separate washer and dryer in each unit can allow you as the investor to have higher rents because the tenants won't have to share their laundry. This is one of those changes that investors overlook often and can lead to them having the top rents, as much as $100, if not even more, every single month. That's a much bigger difference at the end of the year, over $1,000 in combined gross income at the end of the year, just to make the one change, if of course you're able to do so, or make the renovations to make that compatible. And of course, tenants will ideally don't want to share their laundry together. They'll have to work together on a time schedule that works best for them to wash their clothes. Especially if there's one tenant or even both tenants that have children, they can go through multiple loads and have to wait on the other person while the other person is going about and washing their loads for their family. Personally, for us, we try doing our very best to get properties in which already have that option to do so, or we work with our contracting team to go about making the adjustments needed to have spots where we can have washer and dryers for separate units. Number two, bathtub and shower combo. With our long-standing shower and bathtub combo, essentially it's going to be white, acrylic, in great condition with no leaks, and very durable. Another thing with this, it looks really nice. It's not going to collect mold. It's not going to have that leftover soapy dark residue that tends to look really nasty on properties. It's very easy to clean, easy to maintain, and have very little issues down the road. With this type of shower hookup, you want to make sure things are done correctly by a licensed contractor, because for any issues that take place, it's going to take a lot of work in order to fix the mishap. Also, it looks really nice and clean. Tenants really like it, and it'll fit really well with your bathroom tile. Number three is sound installation. With sound installation, depending on where you're going, it may be up to code and required to have it. Not only does it reduce sound, but it also reduces the possibility of fire spread. It's one of those things that tenants are essentially going to want, especially in duplexes and triplexes, where they're going to want to have minimal amount of sound whatsoever. It has to be well insulated, because sometimes that's one of the reasons why tenants will tend to leave properties often and tend to have a higher turnover rate, is because the tenants on the different units can actually hear what they're saying, which means of course they're not going to be very comfortable being able to live their life, meaning they're more likely to rent another property than to have insulation. Now we all know when tenants leave, it can cost 1 to 2 months of rent every single month. So let's say you're renting out one unit for about $2,000. That's $4,000 that you're going to have to take out of your reserves or the remaining funds you have in your checking account for that property, and it's not going to be so fun. So it's an easy way that you can go about having it done, or looking for property as such, or distressed properties in which you can upgrade the insulation. I highly recommend it. Number four, a big backyard. Big backyard is ideal for anyone, whether you're renting or living, and it's fantastic because it gives the tenants an opportunity, especially if you have family, to have green space, have the ability to grow vegetables, to have a little garden, have the ability to have a cookout, especially if they're going to have a veranda or a patio in which they can enjoy having their barbecue, having their breakfast in the morning with their lawn chairs and so on and so forth. Essentially, as an investor, you have to put yourself in your tenant's shoes, thinking what they want, so you can make some premium upgrades to the property that aren't going to cost you a whole lot if you already have the space existing on site, and be able to utilize what you can. And also too, with having a big yard, it gives the tenants an opportunity to have space to store their goods in the event that they don't have a lot of attic space or basement space they're able to share. They'll have the ability to store some goods outside, or at least purchase some sort of a storage unit to place in the backyard they can enjoy for themselves. Going back to families, some like to have some sort of a playground they like to have on site in the background, as well as build some sort of a tree house so their children have the opportunity to enjoy a wonderful tree house in their backyard. Things like this can really have your tenants stay over long term, be more loyal, take care of the property more so as it is their own, and have less maintenance, wear and tear, and have less turnover, which is going to lead to a lot more funds back into your account because you're going to have these individuals care for it like they own it. And as investors, what's a better feeling than having rent come in, have happy tenants, have everything coming through in a successful manner? Number 5, a quality neighborhood. Having a quality neighborhood is going to give you the best impact of having the highest rents because tenants are going to pay for amenities. They want to be able to have access to transit, access to amenities, shops, entertainment, great schools, recreation centers, any type of other activities that them or their children can work on is going to give you fantastic premium rents in great neighborhoods. Especially when investing, we're looking for areas that are going to be very safe, ideally in the A to B zone, which we can afford, of course, in which we have that sweet spot. Now, A zone, we mentioned before, are pretty much 90% or higher of owners owning the property, and then the rest being tenants, where in the B zone, it's just shared between 50-50. But all in all, these individuals do take care of the property, they take care of the front of the property, they do the landscaping, they remove the snow, they take care of the ice. So if you want to be in this region, you don't want to be in the C neighborhoods where there's high crime, high poverty, and it causes a lot of problems for you as an investor for not only maintenance, but even calls from the authorities. You'd be surprised the amount of increase of rents you can receive by going about being closer to a school, closer to a recreation center, being close to a trendy shopping area or an area that has a lot of entertainment nearby. You can really get some great rents. Also, having areas that are close to where people are working is fantastic. And let's just say that your property is close to a tech hub, you're essentially going to have a lot of individuals apply for your rental property who work in the tech space who will be able to walk to work or at least have a very short commute to work. This is ideal for new tenants. If they have the ability to walk, especially a very short walk, this is going to be a very ideal situation. These tenants are going to stay for the long term, take care of your property, pay rent in full on time, and help you continue to grow your asset and continue to live in your property well. Here's a bonus for staying to the end, and it's premium schools. As I've mentioned in the past, by having your property closer to some premium schools, which you can check out through the Fraser Institute, you're going to have tenants who are willing to pay more, who typically are into higher tax brackets, because they want their children to be in the best education possible. These are individuals that tend to be in higher bracket income jobs such as doctors, lawyers, accountants, and so on, even entrepreneurs who want to have their children in certain public school or certain private schools that have better education, or public schools with higher academia. And also with these schools, they're looking for these schools that are premium, but also very safe for their children as well. Hi guys, I hope that was super helpful and insightful and gives you all the information that you need to know about getting the top rents in the areas that you're investing to. I'm Josh Tavares, investor and realtor at eXp Realty Brokers. It'd be so nice if you can help us out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to get updates on our newly uploaded content. And if you're looking to invest in real estate at a low price point, great cash flow, great appreciation, no involvement, hit the link below. Let's get on a call, partner together, and get you started on your way. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care.